Hello, hello. Welcome to round number 7 here in Azerbaijan in the city of Baku. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know why you can't see this. Let me try now. Hello? Okay, that's not working. So let me try this. That's not working either. What? There we go. Right. Sorry about that. But we are here now. And it is time for Tier 3, Baku. Going to probably be... It's either going to be the most chaotic race here in Azerbaijan, or it could be the cleanest race in Azerbaijan, because sometimes Tier 3 can surprise us in that way. And not getting game sound. There we go. So let's see which one it's going to be. I don't know what to expect here, to be honest. It's been a while since I've been on this game, I'm not going to lie. Well, it's been a week. So let's head down to Swan, who is the current championship leader, winning last time out, I believe, as well. And will be the first set a lap here in qualifying, driving for the Williams team now. I think this is his second race under the Williams colours. In the Williams outfit, number 45 there, plastered on the side of this car. Looking good as it flies through the city of Baku. Let's see what he can do here in the early stages of qualifying. But if you are excited to see who's going to come out on top today, do let us know in the chat. I've seen Semi Racing, you have Rolef or Van Loon, my tier 2 driver, here as well. And of course GBD Alex, who is having a Domino's, a lucky guy, while watching the stream. But this is what we are focused on now, is Swan rounding the final few corners of the lap to start the first flying lap here in qualifying. He's going to make sure he doesn't get caught up with any traffic on the way to start his first lap. I think there's an Aston Martin that's run deep at turn 3. You can see there's yellow flags out there, and he stops. It looks like he's done a Sebastian Vettel. Let's ride on board with Swan on his first lap here. Let's see what he can put together. He flies down this massively long straight, all the way down into the heavy braking zone, and a 90-degree turn. That is turn 1, using a little bit of the outside curve, not fully attacking it on the first banker lap as he heads down here, braking at about the 75-meter mark as he hooks it in for the left-hander now, right up against the wall there on the right-hand side. Back on the power now for another mighty long straight into a heavy braking zone 90-degree corner. You're going to brake here at about the 100-meter board as he hooks it in. You can use that inside curve this game as it's a bit flatter than the last game. And over that inside curve is a bit more of a bump there on the inside than it is at turn 3 as he gets purple sector 1. Of course he does. And this corner is very tricky to get right, but it looks like Swan's pretty much nailed it there as he gets back on the power now to this corner that you can get the track limits for. It's very on the edge, but he hooks out perfectly, just keeping his left rears and left front on the white line there as he comes through the castle section now. A beautiful little section to watch the cars go through. Preferably not side by side like we might see in the race. As he comes through this fast double apex section of the track now into this very awkward corner. You hopefully won't see anyone going side by side through there. As you head now into the final few corners of the lap. This one very, very key to getting the power down as soon as you can to give yourself the best exit to head down into these twisting left and right corners. And then the slight curve out to the right as he heads down the pit straight once again. Let's see where he can put himself on the board. I imagine it's going to be straight up to P1 for him, but will it be provisional pole all the way through this session? It is a 140.1. It's a very, very good lap time there from Swan. I do believe the next to come through will be Magnussen, who has invalidated. So it is going to be the Red Bull of Ice Cream to go P2. 4 tenths off pole position at the moment. I'll just check that it's not Kosev, which it is. Setting his first lap at 141.0. Now Rory Bates, what can he manage? A 141.3. Zerveld now coming up to the line to start a new lap. Best coming to complete his lap. Where can he put it? He does put it up into the top 3. 140.7 there for him. There's a big tow going on here for Jeff Pavic by the looks of it, as he heads up to finish his first lap of 141.3. Puts himself up into P5 just ahead of Rory Bates. David Ducker has invalidated and is going back into the pit lane now to maybe get a fresh set of soft tyres onto his Alfa Romeo. But here's Adavatkar in the Alpine once again. I think he's had a contract extension for the second half of this season. What can he do? Only a 145.7, so maybe not a push lap completely from him there. As Livingston goes up to P5 now. Let's find Sam Palmer coming down the pit straight and into the pit lane by the looks of things. Maybe not too happy with how his lap went. And it is going to be the other Haas of Masic. I think a 2-time race winner this season for the Haas team. I think Haas currently leading the championships, if I'm not wrong, as well. He puts it into P8. 42.3 there. Not a great lap from him. We will go on board with Unfi, who I do believe... Oh, sorry, no. Who's the other guy? Was it Unfi? There's someone that was starting a lap before. I think it was Unfi. There's a purple sector 1 here for Unfi. Looking competitive through there. Connor, why do we only have one tier 3 driver? Because I can't find anyone else. Well, here comes Humphrey now into the final few stages of this lap. This will be going to be his first representable lap on the board. We've got a few swapping about of places. Martin going slower than his teammate Jeff, and into P9 for him at a 141.7. But Adavatkar still the only one on the board with, I'd say, maybe Masic as well. I think Masic can go a little bit quicker. But Adavatkar got some time to find in his lap. He's into the pit lane now. What can Unfi do as he comes up to the line? A 142.6 there for Unfi. So maybe not hooking up the last few sectors of the lap. And I do believe we're going to have a little bit of a quiet period of this qualifying session, as a few people are going to come into the pits here, and are possibly going to go back out a little bit later on in the session. They should be able to fit in 3 laps here though. There's a few people coming down the pit lane now. I believe that is E-Gamer. Oh no, E-Gamer's out, so it must be Ice Cream. Egg Gamer on a lap. Egg Gamer is on a lap in the Red Bull. New signing for Red Bull, I believe, as well. Let's see what he can do. Oof, right on the limits there of the track. Using all of it to his advantage as he comes through the sweeping left and the sweeping right, getting right up to the wall there at about 200 miles an hour. As we head down the pit straight one more time for him. It looks like he's out of ERS at the end of this lap. It could really cost him some time. And he's only managed P9, puts himself ahead of Luke Martin. As I believe we are about to have Will Swan set his second lap of the qualifying session. So let's see what the current provisional pole sitter can do on his second lap here. Why does Mitchell not race anymore? I don't know. He was a reserve driver. But yeah, I don't know. Two tenths up here is Will Swan as we head on to the second part of the lap. People getting out the way there just in time. He's very, very close to track limits there. As we come into the castle section now, he's got to hook this up perfectly. Very easy to lose the back end of the car there, but just about catches it. Swinging it into the left there and putting the power back down to come up this hill and into the final stage of the lap. Four tenths up now. So he's looking for like a high 139 here. Is Will Swan for the Williams team. Let's see what the others can do to try and compare up with him. There's a spun Red Bull there. We can see it on the other side of the wall. As Will Swan comes flying past. I'm hoping to set a new provisional pole time. And what is it going to be? It's going to be a 139.6 for Will Swan. And keeps himself in that provisional pole slot. And was it Ice Cream that we saw spin, or was it his teammate? I think it might have been Ice Cream. The current P2 driver is K Best on a lap here. Let's see what he can do. Coming through the castle selection, currently P3. Only 2 tenths off the back of Ice Cream, but I'm going to guess that's his lap over and done with, as he gets a big snap of oversteer coming out of the castle section, and that's going to make him back out of this lap. Let's see, is that Adolf starting his first lap of the session? I think it is. We'll come back to him. We're going to ride on board with Zerveld, who's going to be doing his second lap of the session. Or no, he's not. He's going to maybe start a new lap here. Ice Cream is going to be coming into the pit lane. And Best, I imagine, is going to be doing the same. So it is going to be... Is that Kosev? Kosev's going to be coming into the pit lane as well. I don't know who's next to come across the line. Wait, what? Pavic is a Ferrari. Can you see that? What? Okay. Wait, where's... Oh, there's Martin. Here he is. He's starting a lap, isn't he? I think. Yeah, he's starting a lap here. So let's ride on board with Martin as he starts his second lap of the session. Oh, or not. He's been looking for a win this season. He thought he could get it in Japan, but after an early lap 1 incident on the restart, he has had no luck. But let's see what he can do here in Baku. Looking like a pretty clean lap so far as we head into the tricky 90-degree corner section. Just 90-degree corner after 90-degree corner. This is a nice little corner, trying to get the braking right so you can get as close to that inside wall as possible to give yourself the better turn in for this exit. And here he goes up to the castle section now. Taking as much as that inside curve clips the wall there on exit of the corner. Up the hill through the castle section now. Look at that camera shot as the Mercedes comes flying through and onto that outside curb. I don't know, can't see if there's any wing damage on the Mercedes. It looks like he's pushing on though, so I'm going to guess that everything's okay. Oh no, there is maybe a little bit of end plate missing on it. So here he goes for the final few corners here to start. Oh, sorry. Oh, there's big contact with the wall! Martin's out of the session and stranded in the middle of the track. That is not going to be how he wanted his qualifying session to go. And the best he's going to get here is P14 as long as Cassie and Palmer don't improve. But that is going to be heartbreak for Luke Martin. He was so close to finishing this lap that looked like a solid one as well. He's going to be in the way of the Alfa Romeo there as well. I hope that didn't compromise the Alfa Romeo's lap. As we're going to be riding on board with Zerveld now in the Haas. It looks like he hasn't got enough battery though to finish this lap. So yeah, he's going to be backing out of this. Duckett going up into P7 as well. It's worth noting. The Alfa Romeo driver not having the best start to his season. Maybe looking to end it on a high here in Baku. Remember, we've only got, what, like 4 races after this one, I believe. We have 11, right? I can't remember. Here comes Livingston, his teammate currently on provisional pole. What can he do? Can he make it a 1-2 for the team? Yes, he can. Puts it up onto the front row, just ahead of Ice Cream by just under 1/100th of a second. And it's currently a Williams 1-2 here in Baku. It'll be interesting to see if Ice Cream or Best can improve on their times. They are yet to from their first laps here in quali. Let's head down to Egg Gamer. Oh, I keep calling him Egg Gamer. E-Gamer. Going to complete his second lap of the session. Where is he going to put it? It's looking like a pretty fast one. It is. It's going up to P5 for the Red Bull driver. With a 140.9. Martin with a skill issue. Trying to find out who is coming across the line. Cassie, the new Alpine team principal. What can he do in this qualifying session? He's going to cross the line. There's going to be a 141.2 for his first lap. As Sam Palmer now is going to be starting his first lap of the session. Let's see what the Aston Martin driver can do here. He needs to get a lap in. He's going to have a lot of traffic coming through here, and it looks like everybody's going to be leaving the garage now for their last laps here in qualifying. Oof, he's getting really held up here by the Alfa Romeo. Adavat car's now at the session. And not too sure if that was... I can't see the stop car on track. So I think that might have been in the pit lane, weirdly. Here comes Sam Palmer. He's going to get a lap in here by the looks of it, as long as he doesn't do a Luke Martin. Going through the final few corners of the lap now, and then just one straight line all the way up to the start-finish line. There's a Sector 1 yellow flag. I think that was a glitch, because there's not many people in Sector 1, so... Here comes Sam Palmer up to the line. What is he going to manage to do? It's going to be a 142.7, only improves by one place. So maybe not the lap he was looking for there. As I think we're about to have the wave of last laps come in from some drivers here. As Ducker leads his teammate Adolf up the second straight out of turn 2. And Best improves to P2 with a 140.1. It looks like Ducker might actually just be pushing on for a lap, not intentionally giving his teammate the tow here. He's staying ahead of him through this tricky section. It looks like someone had gone a little bit wide there. Is that E-Gamer has gone off on the runoff? And Kosev's now at the session. I think he's retired in the pit lane. Duck will crash. Let's find out as he goes into the castle section now, trying to keep the car under grips. Through this left, right section. Livingston is now done in qualifying, and 145 is all he could manage. Puts himself currently onto the second row of the grid, and we're having a fat moment. There we go. As Sam Palmer will pull out the way for the two Alfa Romeos to go past and complete their laps. As it looks like Ducker is improving by just under a tenth. But I don't think that's going to be enough at the moment unless he has the straight line speed. But it is going to be Duck Adolf first across the lines here to finish their final laps. So we'll keep on board with these guys. There goes Duck. P8 is all he can manage. His teammate stays P14. Magnussen next across the line. No, he's not going to finish his lap. Swan next across the line. Can he improve on his current provisional pole time? He does with 139.3 for him. K Best coming up to the line now. It doesn't look like he's on a lap, but he... Was he? No, I don't think so. As Cassie now coming up to the line isn't going to finish his last. As Zerveld puts it onto the second row, and the last second of qualifying. Pavic is improving. Where's he going to put it? Stays P9, but improves by over a tenth. Bates improves to P8. As Ice Cream pulls off into the pits. E-Gamer is also into the pit lane, so I believe that is the final qualifying results with Swan on pole, best P2. Zerveld ran out of the top 3 in the final stages of qualifying. I think that's it. I don't know why we're waiting about. Am I missing something? No. I think that is it. I just don't know why this game's being like this today. Grid penalties. Do we have grid penalties? I'm going to imagine we do. Because everyone's leaving. Oh, didn't press it in time. But there is your final qualifying results here in Baku. Got Swan on pole, best P2, Zerveld P3, Livingstone P4, Ice Cream P5, Kosev P6, E-Gamer P7, Bates P8, Duckett P9, Pavic ran out the top 10. And I do believe Ice Cream didn't even improve from his first lap. I don't know if he just didn't get the lap in, but still impressive to be up there in the top 5. 3 sets of softs used mainly by across the board. Front row start with best is the best you can do with Wild Swan in the lobby. Here he is to gloat. How about this, Max? I will be the new tier 3 driver and I'll start driving on controller. How about that? Does that sound like a plan? Do we have grid penalties? Who did you recommend? I can't even remember now. Oh, yeah, wait, what happened to him? I don't know if this is the actual start of the race. Restart. Is it? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to assume it is. Oh my god. I hope it is. How am I leading? Because everyone just dies. Remember, if you are watching and you haven't followed the channel yet, it'd be very much appreciated. So, just keep that in mind. What the fuck is this promo? It's better than any promo you could ever do, you useless. Unfollow, yeah, please. I'll unmod you as well if you want. Where is he? See ya. Unmod. Okay, now you definitely get unmodded. I was joking, but oh man's block him. I'll time him out as well. You suck. How am I still? I'm still like tier 9 on the, what's it called? Like the battle pass. Oh, I took a screenshot by accident. Duck crashing turn 1. Duck's crashing turn 0, mate. I might actually start driving on controller and driving tier 3 just to piss Duck off and be better than him. Hey, I've got an invite. I have no idea what the grid penalties are. So if Monk or anyone's here that has some free time to tell me, that'd be great. Also, Max, you've been... Wait, how have you got the blue amethyst thing? 6 months... Oh, wait, why don't I have that? Oh, wait, I have the weird shit, don't I? Wait. What do I have? Oh, I don't have any. Great. Where's mine gone? Did I not subscribe? I might have forgot to. Oh, man. 3 plays for Swan, a 2 plays for Kosev. Oh, wait. Okay, that's it. Fake Amethyst supporter? Yeah, you're too right, mate. Too right. Celebrate good times, come on. Wait, I actually don't know why I'm not subscribed. It should be on automatic. Oh wait, I know why. Oh, I hate 2FA. It's so annoying. Roscoe. Okay. Okay, mate. It says I'm logged into Amazon Prime, so why can't I subscribe? I don't understand this. Me no English. Come on now. Why aren't we going? It's taken ages. Palmer's invited me twice. And I'm already in the lobby. Ah, wait, is that fixed my mic? My mic should be a bit louder now. Putting on for another 4 minutes, but it might not be 4 minutes, just cope. I don't even know how you Twitch Prime sub on a phone. It doesn't give me the option. I need to pay myself. See, if I have Amazon Prime, I slowly make back the money I spend on it. It's not 100%, but it's a small portion. And guys, if you have Amazon Prime, remember, you can subscribe to us and show how much you love us, instead of Jeff Bezos keeping all the money to himself. You know, if you give us the money and give us the support, you take money out of Jeff Bezos' pockets, okay? And fuck rich people, am I right? So, I am excited. I'm excited to sit here for 2 hours when I could be doing other things. It's even more depressing that I've just gone on Twitch and seen like so many other streams I'd rather watch. I mean, no, this is the best stream I've ever been in. Is everyone just not so excited about this? Do you want to commentate, Marks? You can come and commentate with me if you want. Give me something to live for. Ah, fuck. Okay. Does anybody want to come and commentate that actually knows something about F1? There's 20 people in here. Surely one person. Oh, no? Okay. Fun. I can see why. It's like 1% of the FIA is what isn't tier 3. True. It's like me, you, and Rasmussen, who, let's be real, isn't really the FIA. Connor the Rat McGregor Cliff. Yes. I mean, easy mistake to make. Oh, mate, the timer might have actually been very accurate. But how is it taking like 10 minutes to do this? The swap lobby. That's mental. I find it most cringiest that Ducks changed his name to CS Advice. Oh, so cringe. Saving up channel points for the ultimate hydrate for last race. Well, just for you, I'll do this. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Now I've got to hydrate. God, water tastes so good. Anyway, we're back. Finally. Yeah, he is, mate. I'm better than him, and I don't even play the game. Look at that building. I've never noticed that before. Was that in the last game? Probably. I know there's a big, like, donut behind me. But I just didn't... I've never noticed that blue one. Weird. See, this is why I commentate, everybody, because I know everybody just loves these things that I just randomly pick up on. Aren't I just the best commentator in this league? Ah, oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it so much. Oh, do you know what I do have a replay of that I didn't play, but we can watch while we're waiting? Is this absolute bottle job from the other commentator. Just this proves I'm a better commentator. I'm sorry, but ouch. pain right there for Luke Martin. But let's get back to the main event, where he will be starting down the grid. I believe I want to say 16? 15, damn it. We do have formation lap still, yeah. Okay. I think that's all we'll do for now. As we go into the formation lap, we can see that Best is going to be starting from pole, with Zervald alongside him on the front row. It's a Williams second row with Livingstone P3, Swan P4, both on the hard compound tyres. And then we have Ice Cream, and we actually have a all Williams second row and an all Red Bull third row, with both Red Bulls starting on the softs. Bates and P7 on the mediums, flying the flag for Aston Martin. Kosev P8 on the mediums, Duck at P9 on the mediums, Pavic on the hards in P10, along with Cassie in P11 for Alpine. Magnussen in P12 on the mediums, and Masic on the softs, further down the field in P13 for the Haas team. P14 for Adolf, and 15 for Martin on the hard compound tyres, looking to make a recovery for the Mercedes team. Unfi in P16 on the mediums, with Palmer and an Advocate car rounding off the field on the medium tyres. So it's going to be interesting. We'll change from the tyres now and I'll head to position change so we can see what people get up to on the first lap of this race. But let's watch these cars come round the final few corners. Pavic DNF first lap, also Palmer damage first lap. I ran 4-2. Oh, okay, I was like, what? Anyway. Yeah, we're going to see some crazy low wings around here in the race. What is this camera angle? Honestly, who just looked at this and was like, yes, this is a good camera angle. This is what people will want to see. Oh, Best been disqualified. That's not going to help him on this start. We'll go on board with... actually, no, we won't go on board with anyone. We'll just go from there. What is this, man? What is that? So everybody is lining up now for the start of this race. Oh, mate, I want to go to the front too, but it's not letting me have a good camera angle. There we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in Baku. And it is lights out for the Tier 3 race. Round number 7 here at Amethyst Racing. And it is a good start from Best, but Zervald pulling alongside into turn 1. The Haas is ahead. There's contact made between the Williams and the McLaren. And further down, there is a Williams getting a bit of oversteer into the pit lane nearly. There was a... What was that? Oh my God. Was I the only one that saw like a car flip off over the barrier? Or is that just me? I don't know if it was a car or a piece of debris, but we do have a safety car here on lap 1. Ducker in P2, gaining 7 places off the start. Swan down in P12. Wow. I just want to have a quick look at this, because look out in the background. I swear I saw a car fly over this barrier. I don't know if it's just me. What is that? Is it just a piece of front wing? But 4 wide really into that corner. I mean, I genuinely don't know what to think about that. Sorry about this. I just want to have a look at this a bit closer. It looks like it could just become a racing incident. I don't know, it just looked like everyone was ganging up for position. Oh, and Red Bull is now out. E-Gamer has crashed out under safety car. But there you go. It looks like maybe Duckett just taking too much curb and not been able to turn his car fully, which then resulted in Williams pushing the McLaren into the wall. Lucky that neither of those two DNF'd. Really lucky that Best did DNF. But let's head back to the race. We're going to have Swan, Unfi, Pavic, Ice Cream, Kosev, and probably Best, as well as Adavatkar into the pit lane. All for wing changes, I imagine. Oh, Adavatkar has retired. He went into the pit lane and retired, I think. Probably's got rear wing damage. True. But, yeah, lap 1, 16 remain. And the pole sitter is at the back of the field. You can see some people gaining massively on this lap, like Palmer up 10 positions, Martin up 7, Massage up 9, Duckett up 7, it's P2. So I think it was Swan that went down the slip road, right? Let's have a quick look again. I mean, not much interesting, not much happening that's interesting to watch right now on the main screen. So, from what I can tell, one of the Williams tried to go around the outside while they were already 3 wide and had to take to the escape road. But I can't tell which one it was. I think it was Swan. But I could be wrong there. There you go. So you can see Duckett already lining up the move down the inside. But yeah, 4 wide into turn 2 wasn't going to work. And it wasn't. It was Livingston that tried to go around the outside, had to take to the slip road. And I bet with the Best and Swan wish they had that option as well, because it would have been nice to do for them and go straight into that Rolex sponsorship. But Zerveld now leading this race. Masic fighting himself up into P4. So the Haas pairing looking pretty strong at the start of this race due to those first lap incidents. And I wonder if we'll have a similar result or a drastically different one on this rolling start after the safety car. As Adolf actually has a penalty. I'm not too sure what for. I didn't catch that, but we can have a quick look at how severe that penalty is. It's a drive-through, so it must have been speed under VSC. Oh, sorry, yeah, safety car. And there are your new tyre options. So it looks like Best, Swan, Unfi, Pavic, and Ice Cream all going onto the mediums, and Kosev going onto the hard compound tyres. So an interesting switch up in strategy maybe for those guys. And now Masic the only one out there on softs, whereas I think we had 2 or 3. Oh, he jump started? Okay, I didn't catch that. There's too much going on. Safety car is going to be in this lap though. So let's see how these front pairing get on with controlling the pace out here on the field. As everyone has caught up now. Unfi rounding up the back of the pack. After making a pit stop a lap later actually, because Best now up in position. And he's got the 1 lap fresher tyres. But this is what we want to see. We want to see these front guys battle it out And slow right down, Jesus. Oh, oh, contact made there between Cassie and Masic, and that is going to maybe drastically compromise some of these guys' starts. 5-second penalty for Livingston. Not too sure who's at fault there. We were on board with Masic when it happened, but oh my God, Zervad is leaving this late and taking his time about it.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Thank you very much, chappers, but we're going to get back underway now. Zervad has dashed in front and has put out a 7 or 8 tenth gap to Ducker in P2. Magnussen maybe coming under pressure here from Ice Cream, and he is. Ice Cream going through for that 4th place. Maybe Magnussen letting him through there, I'm not too sure. You see Zervad swerving about at the front, trying to break the toe to the Alfa Romeo behind, and Rory Bates will be looking for a move. Maybe, no, not into turn 3 on this occasion, but he's closing on that Alfa Romeo, and it looks like Ducker might have some pace to close onto Zerveld here, as there's contact down at the back. I think that was Adolf, who has lost his entire front wing, and is now going to have to come into the pits for a front wing and a drive-through. So that is going to be a big, big cost for him, as there's... Oh my God! Well... Well, there we go. Oh, and there's another safety car. Another safety car. Wow. I don't know. Maybe a bit of an unsafe rejoin from Cassie, you could say. Yeah, I think that was Cassie's fault more than anything, unfortunately. But both of them now out of the session. And it's not been a great day for Alpine now, with them both out of the race. Alfa Romeo, on the other hand, do have a driver still up there in the top 2. We're going to beat the 5 safety cars of Tier 1. I really hope not. I want to go do stuff tonight. Oh, we have Ice Cream into the pit lane. I didn't think there was any damage on his car, but I could be wrong. It might just be a strategic gamble. No, it's not. It is a new wing. You see he's missing that front left end plate. So he's deciding to take the pain of it now and get it changed. Looks like the same for Jeff Pavic, who is coming in for a new wing. Oh, and a few other guys as well, also getting wing damage. K Best is back in the pit lane. Is that a new wing? Or... Yes, it is a new wing for K Best. Livingstone into the pit lane now as well. Is this going to be a new wing? Yes, it is. Front right end plate missing off the Williams driver. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm going to keep the tyres up on the screen because I feel like we're going to have a lot more pit stops come through. Thank God you can't run out of wings in this game, otherwise there'll be no tyres or wings. We'll just get one more replay while everything's kind of evening back up, because this was just... I do think this was Cassie's fault. What do you think, chat? I think you should have been aware of, you know, incoming cars, and it's just an blatant unsafe rejoin, I think, but just unfortunate timing, I think, as well. I think he was trying to spin up the Briz to get a bit more of a drift into a straight line, but yeah, just an unfortunate timing there for both drivers, and results in them both DNFing out this race. I'm bringing out the second safety car, here in Azerbaijan. Well, here's your current race leader, and has been since turn 2, I believe, in lap 1. Sebastian Zerveld, the Tier 3 Season 4 champion, leading a race once again here in Season 5. And Chappers, thank you once again for the Prime. I don't think I really got to say thank you when all that chaos was just about to occur. Yeah, I think we're going to break a record with stream time here, maybe. There we go, safety car will be coming in this lap. I'm sure we're probably going to see Zerveld go very, very slow once again. For no apparent reason, but, I mean, each to their own. Oh, come on, please stay on this helicopter shot. Please, 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 for the love of God, please. We don't need any other camera shot than this. There should just be an option. You should be able to press this and just get this shot all the time. Let's see when Zerveld decides to bolt it. Oh, you're joking me. There he goes. Rory Bates getting a little bit caught out from that as well. Hugo Magnusson didn't though, and he's looking to set up a move maybe into turn 1 on the Aston Martin. He backs out of it a little bit, trying to find his way round the outside at turn 1. Oh, gets a little bit of a snap of oversteer, scares the Aston Martin over to the left-hand side. Rory Bates holding the inside line here for turn 2. Goes a little bit deep, does Magnusson. There's contact made between the Haas and the Aston Martin. And that is two drivers both losing their front wings at turn 2. Chaos as Rory Bates reversing into the path of Hugo Magnusson, which is just about stopping in time. Was the AlphaTauri driver. These two now very, very far ahead of everyone else. 4-5 seconds to Noah Masic in P3 now, these two. Where's Duck's pace come from here today? He's had a pretty poor start to the season, like I say. It looks like he's on the road to recovery, but maybe not on the pace of Sebastian Zerveld here at the moment. Swan on a good recovery here as well, in P5 at the moment. After that tragic first lap for him. Oh, Zerveld's out! Zerveld's lost it on the exit of that corner. And there's a Mercedes hitting the wall there as well. I think that was Luke Martin. Taking off his own front wing. Is it still on? I can't tell. What the hell? There's like a floating end plates, but I think he's lost the front wing. And it is another safety car. Just 3 in 7 laps. Oh no, when you put it like that. Duck is into the pit lane. After leading his first race, I believe. At least this season. Oh, he must have made contact, actually. He's changing his front wing. So I wonder if Duck had something to do with Zervad's DNF, maybe. Because he has had that front wing changed on his Alfa Romeo. And now Best is finding himself up into the top 5 again. Swan is into the pit lane. I believe that is just for a new set of tyres to go to the end of the race, maybe. No damage done for him. And it looks like Luke Martin had to come into the pit lane, and it was a damaged wing. But, oh, Luke Martin's gone a bit deep under the safety car. Don't get disqualified. Don't get disqualified. Please don't get disqualified. Don't get disqualified. Oh, no. Oh, no. They've both done it. God. Go on, Nance. Oh, no. Mercedes. Oh, boys. What an overtake. This race is already feeling like a fever dream. Well, let's get a replay on this incident between Hugo Magnussen and Rory Bates going into turn 2. I think Magnussen, yeah, he just kind of overshot the corner, and it's kind of his own mistake, but it looks like Rory Bates maybe just got on the power too soon and couldn't catch the car. And a lot of very lucky that there's no contact made, like with the Adolf Cassie incident. There very nearly was when he left the incident area. Incident area? No, what am I after? I'm after something else, but I can't remember. But he nearly made contact into the side of the Aston Martin. As Rory Bates is actually onto the soft compound tyres. Yeah, Adolf DNF'd. Yeah, but Swan is he's gonna have to get lucky if there's another safety car later on, which, you know, Jeff just made a how-to tutorial on how to legally overtake under a safety car. Yeah, well, in the rules it does say if they are, I believe, they're spun on track or like stationary on track. Hopefully we'll get going again soon. Can't believe we're an hour into this stream and there's still... Oh no. There's still like 15 laps to go. Or, well, there will be after this safety car. Ooh, 17. Oh, Livingston's out. How is he? Not too sure what's happened there, but it just looks like he might have lost it on the exit of the corner. Masic and Ice Cream overtook before the line on safety car. I didn't even notice that. But here we go, once again for another restart. I believe this is a third now? Third? Fourth? I can't remember. But it is going to be Noah Masic this time, the other Haas driver, leading us away. And another, actually, it's another Haas driver and another Aston Martin driver in the top 3. And Masic is no stranger to this position on a racetrack, leading everyone away, and off they go. Best has been spun round, and Masic gets a great start, a second lead already heading into turn 1. And it looks like Ice Cream's looking for the move down the inside at turn 1 onto Unfi in the Ferrari. He makes the move stick, puts himself up into P4. It looks like Duckett is making a move here on, or Swan's trying to make the move on Duckett into turn 2. Doesn't quite find the space on this occasion, and he's going to stay behind in P7 at the moment. He's the championship leader, but no, he's pulling out, trying to find a space down the inside at turn 3. Duckett's gone deep, and off the track for the Alfa Romeo driver, and he's going to be tumbling down from the lead of this race now into P11. Oh, sorry, P12 now, as Best goes past him. As Palmer is now challenging Masic for the lead of this race, side by side through there, is not the best way to make an overtake, but he makes it stick. Palmer now leading this race for Aston Martin. Goes a bit deep though, you can see he just touches the wall there as we head into the castle section now. Is there going to be any swapping of positions here? I don't believe so. It'd be very, very surprising if there was. On lap 10, Palmer is leading from Masic, from Kosev, from Ice Cream, Magnussen, and then Swan in P6 on the fresh, hard compound tyres. Best had... I can't see him spinning. Oh no. Maybe he did there, but on the safety car restart, I do believe he might have got hit when they were going so slow. I heard a bit of contact, but I don't know who did it, or if it was actually that. As here goes Rory Bates on the soft compound tyre, looking to make up some time, maybe onto the leaders, and try and find his way around the outside at Unfi at turn 1. Doesn't quite find the space there. Might have to wait for another opportunity to arise that might be into turn 3. As Kosev is looking for a move into turn 3 and gets rubber banded behind Ice Cream. That was weird. As here goes Rory Bates, maybe round the outside here at turn 3, looking for a switchback maybe. Nothing doing there. Unfi putting up a good defence here as Rory Bates is going to try and go around the outside once again. Trying to find the switchback, and he finds it on those soft compound tyres with that much more grip than Unfi, but Unfi's still defending and doing a great job of it. A 4-second gap now between Unfi and Magnussen though, so Rory is going to have to put in some effort to try and catch up to the top 5 once again, even if he makes this move, which he doesn't like he's going to manage to do this lap, and he's going to play it sensible and not go side by side into the castle section, but Unfi's hit the wall! Unfi is stupid. I am stupid. Unfi, you're not stupid, I was just making a reference. But Unfi is into the wall, and that is going to be another safety car. And, wow. Yeah. Well, it just gets more and more chaotic. I don't even know who's going to finish this race. I reckon there'll be less than 10 people that finish this race. I mean, apparently you said Masic and Ice Cream, so that's 2 more people out. So apparently there's only going to be 9 people that finish the race as it stands. And, yeah, I mean... Four safety cars and 11 laps, and by far the fastest driver on track is last. This is perfect. I won't call it perfect. Connor, don't you dare report best attempt into turn 15. He tried to do a dive. I mean, I don't agree with any move being made into turn 15, but I don't know. If he had the corner, then he had the corner, you know? But I hate turn 15, and it's a single file corner if you ask me. But we'll see. Oh! What is it? Can no one brake for this corner today? What's going on? Oh no, duck. Oh, duck. Oh, duck. Come on now. There you go. That's the one you wanted. And let's see if I did manage to capture that collision. Oh, I did. Oh, damn. And Rory actually was okay until he put his foot down. I think he didn't actually think he'd DNF'd. And you can kind of see where he realises as he just, you know... Okay, maybe this isn't the best one to be on, but it'll do. We've got time to kill. It's another safety car, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I think he thinks he's going again, so he puts his foot down, and then the car stops. And yeah, that's when he loses his front wing. So yeah, unfortunate collision there for Rory. And it has cost him a few positions, down into P10 now. And not what he would have wanted to do. Bro did a Leclerc. Yeah, he did. He did. This isn't a race. This is a motor race. Taito. Taito. It's called a motor race. This is an SC demo run. Yeah, this is just a test session for the Aston Martin safety car. Driver of the day. Should I add Bert Mylander onto this driver of the day form? I wonder how many laps the safety car... Someone watch the VOD back later and tell me how many laps the safety car actually did this race. I'll be interested to know. Nah, we've had more than one racing lap. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we've had at least 2. Come on now. This has to be the worst round in Amethyst racing history, right? 5 safety cars in Tier 1, 4 in safety cars and only 6 finishes. Yeah, I'd say so. And I mean, don't hate me, but I was debating putting Monaco on the calendar next season, but that has quickly changed. Oh my god, wait. Oh, I thought I saw a Mercedes nearly die. Or maybe he did, but he didn't die. See, I do think Monaco would actually be better than this, because I think this track's just too fast and too close. But I also just couldn't imagine Monaco. But it would be a pretty hyped race, and it would be something fun to do. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do a vote on it. France, Austria, and Imola. Maybe they're on the calendar. Maybe. I've already made the calendar for next season. So, who knows? Who knows? Monaco at night. That is something we could do. That would be pretty fun. That would be pretty fun. But here we go. This track will not be on the calendar next season, don't you worry. Neither will Japan, probably. Or Australia, because Australia was pretty bad as well. Don't worry, I've learnt from my mistakes. This is kind of... You have to try out the tracks in this league to make sure that they work well for league racing. But here we go. For the safety car restart, the 5th or 4th race safety car restart this season. This race. As Ice Cream gets a bit of a bad run out of turn 1, and Kosev's going to look for the lead of this race. Into turn 2 we go. Oh, Ice Cream getting pushed right up against the wall, and that's going to lead invulnerable to Magnussen, and Pavic has had a spin. Oh my god, guys, come on now. Please, guys. Hello? Come on. Wait, where's Rory Bates? Rory Bates is in the pits. Oh, there's another Mercedes. What? Where did he come from? Oh no. This is kind of fun to watch though, I'm not gonna lie. It's chaotic as anything. Can someone edit that where that Mercedes just came out the slip road edge was just something funny? I don't know, that was just... I did not expect him just to appear there. But here we go, once again. That camera angle is pretty nice. I like this camera angle. This one's a bit meh. Oh, it's Swan. Nearly did the move of a devil into that corner. You never go side by side through that. Just never do that. Just please. For your own sake. For our viewing sake. Never make that move, ever. Oh, no, 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 no. Who now? Who now? Unfee? Wait, no. Someone hit a wall there. It was so loud. As we head down into turn 1 now. Magnussen might be looking for the lead of this race. Not late enough on the brakes there for the AlphaTauri. And he's going to stay behind Kosev. As we head into turn 2. Swan trying to eye up a move on Ice Cream as well in the background. What is this camera angle? I hate it so much. Swan looking for the move around the outside at turn 3. Not finding anything there. Just trying to play this patiently, I think. Not get involved in any contacts. But no, he's going for the move down the inside at turn 4. Nothing doing there. On Ice Cream holding on to P3 pretty well at this point. Oh no, Swan's lost it! Oh no. That is Will Swan spinning out. I think just a little bit of a loss of traction in the rear of his car. And he's lost his front wing, and it's a VSC. So we don't have a safety car, but it is a virtual safety car. And oh my god, when's this going to end? Yeah, that was just unfortunate. And I think that's the first proper single-hand driver mistake we've seen. As he's come into the pits and changed his wing. Yeah, lucky he's still driving. Lucky there was no one behind him. And he's picked up a drive-through penalty. As he come out the pit lane. This is just chaotic as anything. I don't know what to think anymore. Oh no. Not again, Martin. No. What is wrong? What is this corner just so difficult to brake for now? I don't understand. No one seems to be able to get this right. But this is still a battle out in the front, out front for the lead. And it is Magnussen charging after Kosev. Kosev on the 14-lap old hards. Magnussen on the 8-lap old hards. Let's see what he can do. Kosev missing an apex there. And Magnussen just got that much overspeed on him. He's going to be pulling alongside him. Down the pit straight, maybe. I think Kosev using a little bit of battery. But so is Magnussen. And with the DRS assistance, this could be a swap for the lead of the race here on lap 16 as we head down into turn 1 now. What can Magnussen do? He puts himself ahead at turn 1, Has Kosev got the switchback done though? Not quite. But Kosev will have the DRS assistance down into turn 3. Will the Ferrari have the straight line speed though to pull alongside for a move? About to find out. I don't think so. Not on this occasion. And Magnussen will keep the lead of this race. But here is a battle for P6 between Jeff Pavic and Kelsey Best. Kelsey getting back on the power now. And doesn't have... he does have DRS. And down is turn 3. It looks like he's going to fly past him around the outside maybe here. As contact made, it looks like Jeff maybe just squeezing him out a little bit there. But he's having to take to the slip road. He's pulling off a Vettel. Beautifully styled and safely rejoins the track. But that is a very unfortunate mistake or bit of contact there for Best. Has put him back down into P8 and 7 seconds off the back of Roy Bates. Here's a battle. Jeff Pavic. Guys, come on now. Oh, he's got no front wing, I think. Or I don't know what his glitch is, but... an hour and a half. Round the outside goes down. No, Masic now making the move up into P2 for him. And the fastest sector 3. So he's got some good pace out there at the moment. Has the Haas driver. Looking for his 3rd win of the season. No front wing, but end plates still exist. Exactly. Could Kosev be looking for the move back into P2? And oh no, there's contact made between them both again. It's not hard to race around there. I don't understand how there's so much going on. I don't understand this. I think Kosev letting Masic back through there. But now it's 5 seconds to Magnussen out in the lead of this race. Magnussen maybe trying to prove a point here to Alpine as well after leaving the team and joining AlphaTauri. I believe this is his 2nd race with the team as well. And let's have a quick replay of this incident between Jeff Pavic and Kelsey Best into turn 3. Looks like Kelsey just has that little bit more overspeed with the DRS assistance. But you can see, I think Jeff maybe just trying to go a bit deep on the brakes. Yeah, I think Jeff only just about makes that corner, but would have to get an onboard from the Mercedes driver. But Kelsey Best having to make that pirouette in the slip road. And you can see Kosev now falling out of DRS range of no Masic. So Masic is on a mission to try and get P2 in this race. And I'm afraid it's going to get pretty boring because I think once Masic breaks this DRS, we're going to have about 2 or 3 second gap between every person on the field at least. So get your popcorn, get a blanket, get a pillow, close your eyes, and I'll scream if anything happens. I never thought I'd say this after the the events that have occurred in this race, but a safety car would actually be pretty good right now. For the viewing sake, you know. Yeah, I think Masic and Ice Cream both overtook before the safety car line. So it looks like, yeah, Jeff Pavic, as long as he finishes this race, might get his first points of the season, which is pretty interesting, considering he's currently 14 seconds off the back of P10 in an 11 player or 11 driver race. You can see him there go past on the other side of the track, on the other side of the wall. That's the same amount of points as my teammate. That's rough. That's rough. Imagine not having a teammate. Oh man's. Well, do you want to buy me a new wheel, Max, and then I'll be a teammate again? Because trust me, I want to race. I just can't. It's sad. I had to fulfill my F1 F1 game stuff with F1 Manager, and it's just nothing compared to this shit game. I think I'm so terrified of you. I'm terrified of you. I was terrified about you in season 3 when I was like 100 points clear of you. Don't think that would change the point total though. I was actually. Oh wait, here we go. Swan making the move on Bates. One under DRS. Palmer does have a wing. Yeah. You were terrified of me since season 2 and I was tier 2. Absolutely, mate. Terrified. I'd like to point out, actually, Duck is closing in on these guys. Duck could be on for a podium. And now, I never thought I'd say that. Duck is having a great race. He's just got to keep it in a straight line, apart from when there's corners, and he'll be alright. Funny to think Will Lightning was once faster than me. He still is faster than you. Will Lightning's the fastest person in our league. His second name is literally Lightning, mate. That's Lightning McQueen's first name. Oh! Uh-oh. I think Kosev has lost an end plate off his Ferrari. And he has. Duck just needs to be patient. He didn't even have to make the overtake on him here. He just needs to wait for him to go into the pits or have a poor run. But Duck wants this podium. You can see how bad he wants this. He's using the battery, tucking into the slipstream, using the DRS, and closing up to the back of the Ferrari. He's going to pull out to the right. He's getting squeezed as far as he can to the right hand side of the track. He's going to look for a nice switchback here. Isn't going to find one on this occasion. He's going to keep it very sensible as he head into turn 2. And hope to make the move maybe up into turn 3. Oh, down the inside. Is he going to keep the pace? No. Kosev's keeping it side by side into turn 4, giving him the squeeze right up to the barrier. That was close. As we head now into turn 5 and turn 6. Back on the power for these two in the Ferrari power unit cars. Oh no, sector 1 yellow flag. Who's done it? Palmer, you've been caught. Why can no one break that corner? It's not... I wouldn't say it's a difficult corner to break for. And I had a broken wheel when I tried it. And Duck's falling off the back of Kosev a little bit here. Maybe a mistake that we didn't quite see. But with Kosev's wing damage, it might be quite easy for him to recover. But Ice Cream's also lurking there in the background. We just saw him come through 10-15. Oh, Duck's lost the back end and he's in the wall! No! How has he bottled it? And David Ducker spinning out of control and into the wall. So here goes Kelsey Best round the outside. Through the high speed left and right. Left and right hander. And there's a hydrate come through. Let me do that with the remaining little bit of water I have. And there you go, you can see Duck losing the back end there on the exit. Around the outside again. And Duck and Kosev coming into the pit lane now. So that finds Swan back up into the top 5. Getting a crucial 10 points, or it should be no, it should be P3 for him, right? And Best currently on for a P2. If these two do get disqualified. Another hydrate. I've literally got like a drop of water left, but I'll try. Yes. Don't do another one because I don't have anything to drink and I'll have to leave. Alrighty, who's the next closest battle on track? It looks like it might be Kosev and Swan. So Swan could come under pressure here. Oh, you twat. Right, well, in that case then, sorry everybody, but Cassie has made me go and fill up one water bottle. Okay, I'm back. I've got a bottle of water. Let me have a... Yeah, we love a bit of water, don't we? Lovely. What the absolute hell happened here? No, the question is, what didn't happen here? Oh, guys, come on. I mean, I know you're bored. I am too. But... lovely. Lovely jubbly. Oh, I just spilt a load now. It looks like I pissed myself. Anyway. I can't believe this race is actually going to end. It doesn't feel like it's going to end. 24 out of 26. Chances of us getting a safety car in that time? I don't know. I don't know. It could happen. It could happen. I'm not going to say anything. Wait, is that another hydrate? I can't tell. I think it is. I have to drink anyway. Impossible, I think. Well, nothing's impossible. It's tier 3. It could rain on the last lap for all we know. Oh my god. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh, what a snooze fest, honestly. Jesus Christ. Duck sets the fastest lap. Oh! No! Rory's done it now! What is going on with this corner? Why can no one make it? Is it like a new thing since I played the game? Like, is the braking different? Is the tires different or something? I just don't understand how how is everyone bottling it at that corner? Oh, oh, and Ice Cream's lost it. Ice Cream has lost it on the penultimate lap and lost his entire front wing. That could cost him. Could cost him big time. I think he's going to lose out maybe to more than he might expect. If he doesn't come into the pit lane, if he comes in, he might. Oh, it's going to be close to where he finished. Oh, I thought he was going in the wall there. Around the outside goes Kelsey Best. He has been picking up on a few mistakes, hasn't he? A few people have been making mistakes, and he's been claiming off it. Ice Cream does judge the corners well enough without a front wing, and no contact is made. He's not pitting though, he's staying out with the wing damage. Let's see how much Duck can gain from this. You want to play? What game can we play? Let's do I Spy. Let's play I Spy, chat. I Spy with my little eye. Something beginning with R. Oh, Pot's got it. It was a Rolex, but I mean, I've changed my mind now. It's not. It's what Van Loon said. Oh, I thought he lost it then. Hugo Magnussen though is coming around the final few corners to win his first ever race in season 5. It could be his first ever race in Amethyst Racing. But I think AlphaTauri are going to be victorious here in Baku. On this chaotic race, it's Magnussen that comes out on top and takes the win for the AlphaTauri team. Noah Masic for the Haas team is going to finish second, but could possibly get disqualified due to overtaking under safety car conditions. Kelsey Best has avoided all the collisions today and come home on the podium from pole position. Will Swan is going to come in P4 and possibly P3 after having a bit of contact on the first lap. Kosev rounds out the top 5. David Ducker, after leading the race, has made the move on Ice Cream and finishes P6, and I believe with fastest lap. Could be P5. Ice Cream P7. Martin is going to finish in the points, but maybe not the points he would have wanted here today. And P8 for him. Rory Bates crossing the line now in P9 for Aston Martin. And Jeff Pavic will pick up his first points of the season for the Mercedes team. And bring home that coveted 1 point for the P10 position. And Palmer just missing out on points today for the Aston Martin team. We're leading the race at 1 point as well. Oh. Thank God that's over. I don't know, but we'll find out because I don't know. That's apparently what a few FIA people have said, so we'll find it. Oh, man. I'm so ready for bed now. Well, there is your race winner for today. Hugo Magnussen on the top step here in Season 5 in his AlphaTauri suit. Wasn't as many as I thought it'd be, to be honest. Wow, what an experience. Alrighty, let's head to the interviews if anybody turns up. Because I wouldn't. What are we on? Tier 3. Baku. Interviews. Bam. That one? That's the one. Wow, it's black now. Why is it? Okay. Alrighty. Well, here we are. I guess we'll get Magnussen up here to start off with. The race winner here today. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
I mean, I am all over the place because I have watched nearly 2 hours of carnage and I don't know what to think anymore. But I just know that this is your first win, right, for Amethyst in Amethyst
Yeah.
Racing
Not for Amethyst, but for season 5.
for season 5. Okay, yeah, I thought it was. I thought you'd seen you up there before, but yeah, couple podiums for your old team as well at Alpine. Moved to AlphaTauri, and this is your second appearance for them, right? And yeah, straight up onto the top step. I mean, it was a hectic race, and
It was painful.
yeah, I think it was painful for a lot of people, including myself, and I wasn't even racing. Uh, but yeah, I mean, talk us through like how did that come about?
I had a strategy, pretty good, and like 5 safety cars or something.
Yeah, yeah,
It was quite a lot. Bit frustrating, but we got a bit of racing in the end.
yeah. I think we had about 10 laps of a
Yeah.
26 lap race, but no, I mean, well held from you, and I mean, I think there was a bit of contact between Kosev and I think it was Masic. I'm not too sure, but that kind of cost them the chance to try and have an attack at you in the late stages of the race. But I mean, yeah, either way, commanding lead as well to Masic, and yeah, I mean, if how did your qualifying go? I didn't.
I did a little Charles Leclerc, and then it was pretty shit.
Well, I mean, your qualifying might not have gone well, but the race certainly played out in your favour, and yeah, I mean, great stuff from you today.
Yeah.
I don't even know what race is next. I genuinely don't have a clue. So let me have a quick look.
Is it
Netherlands Dutch Grand Prix. So
that?
how are you thinking for that? It's a sprint race as well.
It's gonna be fun, but I will spin, so it's I will see.
Well, we'll hope to see you next week, and
Yeah.
hopefully you'll be looking for the same kind of result that you had here today.
Have a good one.
You too,
Bye.
mate. See you in a bit. Alrighty. Is Masic here? No. We'll get Mr. Best up here then. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you doing, mate? I mean, first of
I
all,
survived.
probably the
We
most
need
frustrating
buttons
start to
for
a
that
race. Yeah, it probably wasn't the best start for to the race for you. Four wide into turn 2 didn't seem to work out the way they thought it would. But I mean that could be P2 in the end. I think Masic may be looking at a disqualification. So it could be P2, but either way, P3 on the podium. You know, it was a good recovery and avoiding a lot of incidents along the way. Do you want to talk us through a bit of your race?
Yeah, well, if that race was just about surviving, we need buttons that say I survived Baku today because that was just absolute mayhem. I don't think people know how to use the brake on a street circuit. You can't go full speed through the street section. So,
Yeah.
yeah, there was people dive bombing into the corners where you can't even overtake, and it was just absolute carnage. I got absolutely mauled at the start. Just I don't even know what that was. I'll have to go watch it.
Yeah,
But
we got a slow mo replay on the stream, and it was interesting. I think there was an Alfa Romeo, I think it was Duck, on the inside of the corner, and then it was Swan on the inside of on the outside of him, you on the outside of Swan, and Livingston on the outside of you in turn two. And I think Duck took up too much curb on the inside, and that made him just go straight across the road. Livingston died out down the slip road, and then you and Swan went into the barrier. So yeah, it was just a crazy start to the race. It was a crazy, crazy 3/4 of the race. The last one was a pretty. It died down towards the end. But yeah, still a few mistakes being made, and you clawed your way up to P3. The Netherlands next. What you thinking for their sprint race?
yeah, I was a bit disappointed honestly because Baku's one of my better tracks, and I honestly, even with all the carnage, I think I was on a pretty good fresh set of cards, and then with about 10 laps left, that safety car decided to go back onto mediums, which were a bit used but not too bad. But with the track position, might have been able to challenge for the win. Because again, I was still driving back with people that were forgetting that we were on a street circuit. So yeah, it was a bit disappointing. But for the Dutch Grand Prix, yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's not necessarily one of my better tracks, but it's definitely a fun one to drive, at least for qualifying.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly how it's going to be for the race.
yeah, and I mean you had a pretty good qualifying, put it onto the front row, and obviously that gave you pole for the race because of Swan's penalties. But yeah, just kind of unfortunate how the first lap went, but it shows that you had a great pace around here all weekend. Getting onto the front row, starting from pole and recovering to P3 after an incident. So yeah, shows you got good pace around here, and I mean, congrats on the podium.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you very much. I'll see you next week, and I guess who was after that? I don't even know. I'm so mind boggled. I think it was Swan, right? Let me check. Yes, it was Swan. I'm sure he has a lot to say, so we'll get him up here.
Connor, I'm fuming. I can't say how much I have to say all my life.
Well, yeah, it was. I don't think I've ever seen so much of you in a race, and that's usually.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's not usually a good thing for you. Usually you're out front and you're not worth watching. But no, there was a lot of front wings and all sorts flying off your
Oh
car
yeah,
today.
only 4 pit stops today. Light work.
Four
Yeah, it
pit
was fun.
stops. Well,
Yeah, same as best.
I hope you're
mean,
buying.
best
I hope you're buying the pit crew a few cakes and donuts and stuff.
Yeah, sure, why not? They're nice guys. I mean, I could give you a whole rundown from start to finish. Honestly, at the Jesus Christ, at the start of the race, going into turn 1, Best turned in on us, took a bit of my wing off, and then going into turn 2, Ducker came up the inside and drove us into a wall. So there goes like my whole front wing. It was an absolute shit show, start to finish. I think Unfi put us in the wall. That took my front wing off. God, I can't even remember what else. There was just so much shit. Got brake checked about 40 times in the safety car. It was terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still recovered to P4. It's still good points. It might be P3 if this disqualification does go through. Still on the podium, and you still extended your lead out in front. I think the only person, actually, I don't think really many of your contenders, because Masic is the one that might get disqualified. So, it might not be a total disaster yet.
Yeah, it's still
for
just
you.
infuriating when you know you had the pace to win by a mile, though. I
Yeah,
mean, that qualifying showed.
yeah. Well, yeah, unfortunate race for you. I mean, Netherlands next. How are you feeling for there? Obviously, I can see you've got the Dutchman himself as your profile picture.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't touched Netherlands in absolutely ages. I'm not looking forward to it in the slightest, and I absolutely hate that stupid bank right-hander.
Well, that's a good sign. Well, I mean, I wish you all the best for your preparation and for the race itself.
Yeah,
And I'm sure
thanks.
we'll see you next week in pursuit of your championship charge that you're still on. So yeah, good luck for that.
Bye,
And
Connor.
see you in a bit, mate. All right, we'll get a message up here next. I have got a clip of this apparent overtake under safety car.
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was a rule that you cannot overtake people before before the start finish line. Like
Ah,
Kishio was saying like go to Zuurveld, so I was also going, and I didn't know you couldn't overtake.
right.
And now
I'll.
I probably get disqualified for it for not knowing something.
I mean, yeah, it sucks, but we've had it in the rules, and we urge people to read the rules before
Like, and
before
it
they
was green
race.
for me. You know, you, like you get me?
Yeah, no, the game allows it, but it's a real life rule and a rule we've had it since I think season 3. But
I didn't even know.
yeah, I understand it's annoying, but it's one of those things. It's like we've disqualified. I think it was an actual another Haas driver, Marquina, I think it was, who got in Japan. He got disqualified for the same thing. So yeah, I
Well,
understand it's frustrating, but it's one of those
that's not
things.
looking good for me.
Well, I mean, you've had 2 race wins, okay? You can calm
Well,
down. Well,
I have P2 now.
let me bring this up on stream.
I want my P2.
Here you go, stream.
Like,
Should
I
be
just fully overtook those people. I didn't know it wasn't allowed.
Yeah, the rule is the same in real life of not overtaking before the safety car line, and
Like the second safety car, Skizjuls said it to me, so I didn't overtook Bugo and other dudes. But like the first time, I didn't know. He told me the second time.
yeah. Oh man, well it's unfortunate to see, but you
Yeah.
know you'll be all right. You'll move on. I don't know what else to say really, but yeah, I mean I'm sorry about that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
It is what it is. So.
But either way, you had great pace to claw yourself back up into the provisional P2 slot, I suppose.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, how did your race go other than the obviously being disqualified at the end of it? How did it go for you in terms of overtakes and getting on track
Well,
position?
like a lot of people were just spinning and crashing, and there were like I don't know, 4 safety cars or something, 3, I don't know. But my wing also got destroyed by a Ferrari, but it wasn't that bad. But then that's why I couldn't catch up to Bugo.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
well,
I didn't notice the wing damage. I noticed a few people getting wing damage towards the end of the race, but I didn't notice it
yeah.
on your car.
Well, I had some. It was yellow, but it doesn't matter because
too.
at the end
Yeah, bro,
I'm
you can
getting
match that
disqualified
with
for
that.
something I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's annoying you're gonna get disqualified. I know, but you know, you'll bounce back next race. I mean, you've already had 2 race wins right this season.
Yeah.
And I think your team should still be up in the lead of the championship after this,
Yeah.
if I'm not
I
wrong.
think so.
So you know you've still got it all to play for this season, and I wish you all the best for the Dutch Grand Prix next week.
Yeah. Well, it's not my track. It's fucked up.
You'll enjoy it either way. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't think it can be as bad as this. Hopefully not.
Oh,
Touch wood.
I basically can't.
Don't say that. Don't say that. It can.
Alright, I cursed it now.
Oh no. Alrighty. Well. Yeah. Thank you for hopping up here, mate. And
Yeah, no
I'll speak
problem.
to you next week.
Yep.
Cheers. Alrighty. Who's next? We'll get Kosev up here and then we'll get Cassie up here, just 'cause
Hello.
hello. Well, first of all, what give us a quick statement on your race, 'cause you were up in the lead at one point, then you fell down, got wing damage, came into the pits, but I do believe you recovered to P5, right? So back in the top 5 at the end, which looks like it's going to be P4 in the end.
I'm gonna say it short and accurate. From hero to 0.
0 to 0. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say 0. P4 is still a very good result. You might have been hoping for more at one point, though.
Yeah.
But no, either way, I still think that's a great result. And yeah, just missing out on the podium, unfortunately. But no, I mean, you've had a good run of form in the last few races. I mean, you know, you've definitely been up there. Italy, P4, Baku getting the P5 today. Sprint race in Italy also P5. A bit of a blip in the data in Britain, but you know, you've been consistently scoring points.
Yeah.
And Ferrari are definitely lurking within the midfield in the championship standings at the moment. So you know, still a lot to play for you. And I mean, there's so much to happen in this race. I've kind of forgot about how, you know, like each person's race had gone because I don't know where you were half the time. Is there anything you want to talk about? Any key parts of your race you want to point out?
Yeah, I just want to say sorry for the Alpine of Cassie and the Haas Matic because uh, it was stupid.
Yeah, I think we saw the contact between you and Masic, and I think we caught you giving the place back, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a good thing to do, and yeah, I'm sure he wasn't too annoyed. I mean, it might have cost him. I mean, he's going to get disqualified anyway, but if he wasn't getting disqualified, it could have cost him the win, I suppose. But yeah, no, I mean, Netherlands next, the Dutch Grand Prix, sprint race weekend. How are you feeling for that?
I don't know really. Netherlands, I haven't played it in a while, like a year or something. But wait, is Swan disqualified?
Swan isn't there, just Masic
Oh.
and Ice Cream, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Is Swan gonna get moved to tier 2?
I don't know.
Okay, that's for me.
Okay.
Okay, see you.
Alright, see you in a bit. Alrighty. Let's get Cassie up here. Having an unfortunate DNF today. How are we
Yeah.
doing after that? I mean, probably
I
not
mean, I
your.
feel great. We've lost only 23 million this
Oh my
race.
God, 23 million. How have you managed that?
Well, it's close, something like that. I haven't done it properly, but yeah, something around there.
Sorry, no, 23 million. How have you lost 23 million?
Yeah, let me just have a look at the sheets. We've got.
There's no way you've lost 23
7
million.
mil for the contract. 14 mil for contracts. Yeah, it is around. It's around 18 to 20 mil.
What the hell?
Well, I'm still missing 2 drivers, so I love my.
Oh right, okay. So is that across tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3? Is what you mean?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was gonna
If
say.
we're losing 20
I thought you meant just this one.
Down tier 3.
You've got to shut down some facilities. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what's. I mean, your contact at first it would just look like one of those ones that was sort of wrong place, wrong time, and I think it was, but it unfortunately I think it might have been more on your side, just for the unsafe
I want to
rejoin.
apologise to Alfa Romeo for that. Like, I was spun by the Ferrari. I mean, I know you've apologised, so thank you for that. It was completely my fault. The rejoin, I should have waited.
I think you had
I was
a similar moment to me in I think it was season 3 Imola, where you just kind of didn't expect anyone to be that far behind. And
Yeah, I
just
saw they weren't there. I saw the 2 cars go past, and I was like, okay, there's a gap. I went for it, and it closed pretty fast. I didn't expect it.
yeah, I had
Looking,
go on.
yeah. I was gonna say as well for Luke. I didn't know you had. I didn't know you had an illegal overtake on me. That's why I didn't re-overtake. So I wouldn't really put blame on me for that. I know Devils had some nice words with me. But yeah, I mean, first race at Alpine, first race as team principal. It's one to forget, definitely.
Yeah, well, it's not an easy team to take over, I'd say.
Yeah,
It's definitely had its struggles this season.
Season 6 should be better.
Yeah, hopefully for you, season 6 will be better. I mean, let me have a quick look at how you're doing in the team's championship. P5 in tier 1, P7 in tier 2, and P8 8 in tier 3. So I mean, it's still a payout.
Yeah,
Tier 1's definitely
exactly.
getting the points in, so you'll definitely get the money. And I mean, you're in the fight with me at the moment in tier 1 with 93 for you, 99 for McLaren. So, you know, still on the battle for P4, and Aston Martin's not exactly out of reach. Neither is Mercedes actually. So, you know, P2 is still achievable for definite in tier 1. And
I think in tier 3 we're looking at 6th. I'm not sure if that's still possible.
so
But
I've not sorted them out into like points order. So let me have a look at this.
I'm just so happy that Jeff has scored a point.
I know it's his first point, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
first point won. It's just
Yeah,
one single point as well.
The order's a bit mixed up actually. Sergeant is above people with points, amazingly.
Yes,
And Duckett needs to be moved up as well.
that is
And
because
Jeff.
I'm the only one that knows how to sort them out into orders. So when people fill them in, they don't do it. They just expect me to go and do it, but I'll do that now.
Yeah. I know. I
there
know
you go.
someone's being investigated. For
Yeah.
Potential incidents. Anyway, I won't say too much on that just yet.
Is that for today?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Masic
No,
on
no,
my
no, no,
screen.
no, not like that.
Not that
You'll
one.
find out pretty soon.
Okay. Well, well, yeah. I mean, either way, yeah, I can't really think of any positives from this race because you just said you lost 16 million or 18 million, whatever it was. So it's
yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah.
so yeah,
Lost,
I don't.
how much from this exact race we lost? 202.85 mil just from the drivers,
Wow.
with all the damage and entry costs and all that.
Yeah, so it's not been too great of a race week for you
Yeah,
guys, but
it's-
you know, you'll bounce back from it. You've got a lot more to play with now than Alpine did at the start of the season due to these contracts being cut off.
I wouldn't say that, but
I mean, I would. When I saw that budget a few weeks ago, it was nowhere near as healthy as it is now. So,
yeah, I mean, you see, we've got a lot to play with, but we've also got no players.
true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Either way, I hope you're the best for the future, and yeah. I mean, good luck in the Netherlands. I think everybody's gonna need it. So, yes.
Let's be honest. That's the worst weekend in Amethyst history, so it can't be any worse.
Don't say that. No, everyone keeps saying that. Don't say that. It's not gonna end well.
I feel like a total. Bert Mylander has done more laps than most drivers.
Bert Mylander's leading the championship now, mate.
Yeah.
But no, thank you for hopping up here, and I hope to see you next week.
Yeah, hopefully for a podium or something like that.
Yeah, hopefully for a podium. Alrighty, well, I think that about wraps up unless Luke wants to come up. And
I did want to come up.
Hello?
I do not like Baku. I've never liked Baku, and turn 2 is arse.
What is going on? Why could neither of you guys make sense?
Every time I went into it with cold tires, it just was like, I'm gonna go straight. And it would be like, do I want to eat the wall, or do I want to just take the run off?
It was
And I was
pretty
like,
good. I'm not gonna
I want
lie.
to finish this race. There was a moment where Cassie and someone else were spun together, and as I was going past the spinning, Cassie was ghosted through the spun car. So it made, I was trying to give the position back, and Cassie didn't know that. Cassie thought that I rightfully had right for that position, so it was very much a trying to give it back to one another situation. And then I got overtaken by 2 cars on the safety car, as you've shown.
There was a pretty funny moment. I think it was I want to say Bates or Palmer. It was one of the Aston Martins, and I think it was you actually. Had caught up at turn 2 and like got tangled on one another.
No, that would have been Jeff, because I was in
Jeff.
the runoff.
Yeah, and you just appeared on the runoff. I was like, what was he doing down there, just hiding away?
I couldn't be.
And then there's another moment when you came out the pits and went down the runoff, and then Jeff did the same thing behind.
Yeah. There was a lot of just. I just couldn't take turn
Man.
2 I came out of the pits.
I can't
or
lie,
on
this was the
second
most
lorry.
painful but the most like funny race I've ever commentated.
Connor,
I mean,
I had to do 2 tiers worth of it.
Yeah, but tier 3.
Connor, Luke pitted twice. He went straight on, turned 2 both times.
I was just like, and then like throughout the race, there was just other people doing it as well. I don't understand why that corner is so difficult to make for so many people. But-
Someone spilled oil on it.
There was like just random moments that just say like yellow flag, and I'd look at the map and it'd be in that corner, and just be someone else going off on the runoff. I'm like, what is wrong with people?
That's also how Luke got past Palmer and Rory.
They
Yeah.
both were just in that corner. Bring Bex up here quickly. I wanna commemorate him for trying to make a hero move onto turn 15 on me.
Who's that?
Best.
Best.
Oh, Best.
Scared the living shit out of me.
He tries to
He
make
might
a
be-
send down inside
I know.
turn 15.
Best. You're a mad lad.
No, yeah, that was just bad. That was just bad.
You
All the
scared
bads.
shit out of me. You
That was
scared
all
the
the
shit out
bads.
of me.
You're talking about at the
Turn
Uh,
15.
the
dreaded
downhill. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, I just missed the braking spot, so I tried to go inside, so I didn't run in the back, and yeah, just launched off the curb and hit you.
I was like,
But I don't think either of us got damaged, so
I
it was
almost ate
fortunate.
the ball.
Yeah.
It was very fortunate, and I was like, he's a mad bastard for that move. I can't believe he's gone for that. I don't. I hope we never drive Baku for at least another 2 seasons.
Well, I mean, I've got to congratulate Jeff on his first points of the
Yes,
season. At
it's
least
got
there's that
points
one
on it.
positive. Or
And
point.
it's gonna be... No, because there's 2 DQs.
Oh yeah. So it's gonna be what
There's a
P8
minimum
for
of
him.
2 DQs. If there's penalty points lingering on other drivers as well, there could be more DQs.
Interesting. Well,
I don't know what's to come.
let's
but
just hope
there is-
Jeff doesn't get a race ban.
How many penalty points is he on?
I have no idea.
He has no penalty points. You have more penalty points than him. Luke.
I've got 1
Yeah.
from hitting yours truly best over here.
Mud.
I
Well,
went from telling Zerval to suck my nuts to smashing into the back of best. So
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, I really ran out of things to say about this race. So
Baku curse track. Let's not go here again. for a
Monaco
good
next
while.
season.
Preferably not, because I can see Casino and
Oh.
the
Yeah,
really
yes.
sharp left.
But you know what I'd do for it. I'd do for another.
Please, Monaco. Please, Monaco.
You know what I'd do for another Luke raging clip. You know what I'd do for that. Come on.
Please, Monaco. Please. I want it.
It would be pretty funny.
Why do you want another Luke raging clip?
Right, but no, someone actually pitched a great idea in chat while I was streaming of Monaco at night.
Yes, that was pots.
It was a good idea.
I agree.
Give me crippling depression.
Yeah, Luke, you hit the wall with your rear right tire.
But if
That's made the send.
if you guys said everything you want to, I'm gonna wrap up the stream because it's been 2 hours and 15
Yeah.
minutes, and I think this
Okay,
is.
let's get Baku over with.
Let's get
please.
Baku over with. I mean, I've already changed the banner because it was, yeah, it's just cursed. But yeah, I mean, thank you guys for hopping up here. Anything you want to say before you depart?
I can't wait to go to Zandvoort. I know the track pretty well. No, I know the track pretty well, and I know some little.
Oh yeah,
bastard
wait, I
moves.
might join you in tier 3
Why?
because I might just start racing my controller.
But then who's
Ooh.
gonna commentate?
Oh yeah, good point. Damn it.
Oh man.
Guess can't do that. I guess I'll just have to get good enough in controller. I can go to tier 2.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, well, talking of
hard.
tier 2, that's going to be a contentious topic for a while.
Why?
Why?
Oh. 6 cars finishing. Sheesh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, happy days, and
Mm.
thank you everyone for watching. And we'll be back on Friday, 7 p.m. for the tier 1 race at Zandvoort
Sprint race.
and sprint race weekend as well. Yeah. So tune in for that, and see you on the other side, everybody.